talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As soon as they come on turn number 2, Jenny low now, sneaks through the low side of Dilly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
The time for talk.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV here on the Wicked Wednesday for the Monsters of Dirt doubleheader. Tonight we come to the Limaland Motorsports Park for round number 9 of the season. Good evening, race fans. My name is Brett Wheeler, and joining me in the booth once again for another night of what could be R-rated stuff, Stephen McMillan. Stephen, welcome in, and welcome back to the Ultimate Dirt TV booth. We are set for qualifying.
All right, R-rated Wednesdays.
R-rated Wednesdays. It's past, what are we at? It's past 10 p.m, so the kids should be in bed. And if they're not, put them to bed right away. Clay Devon, Caliber 84, we are watching on screen at the moment. And of course, again, Steve, you just have to look at the top 3 and know that we are in for what could be an absolutely fantastic showing here at the Limaland Motorsports Park.
That's right. I mean, these top 3 caliber drivers are Hayden Cardwell, Dylan Wilson, and you got Jordan Casey in 3rd. I mean, and Pappy in 6th right now. Pappy needs some, I guess, some loving. You know, last Wednesday night he took the strippers home out of someone's trailer. They got in the big...
Yeah, big trouble last week from the Knoxville Raceway as we watch the drive out now of the D1RT. And the D1RT guys here in full force once again. And Chad Prescott, 20th quick. Brent Carter, 14th quick. There is the D1RT Racing at number 7 with the Supermoon graphics of Hayden Cardwell. Now, Steve, it's fixed setup racing. Of course, that changes the complex of how these drivers get around, but I tell you what, it still doesn't take away from the fact that, well, these drivers get up on the wheel and they know how to put on a show here at Limaland.
That is true. They definitely do. This is a fun little bull ring track. You know, I mean, look how many drivers they got tonight. I mean, they got, what, 34, 36, 38, 39 drivers signed.
Yeah, again, continuing on the high, probably the second highest car count for the league race. Of course, we know which one tops that one, and we'll leave that for another subject off air. But again, Clyde Everhart, car number 8 in the State Line Motorsports Barber Race Pass. Number 8 is 8th quick Austin McGlone sitting on pit road. Dylan Wilson just still happily turning laps in the D1RT Racing iRacing iFlags Supermoon graphics. 2nd quick at the moment. They all still try and chase Hayden Cardwell, who was hit at 12.554. Michael Haney in car number 18 in the HRE Motorsports iRacing iFlag Team Friday entry. Just come off the win in the Pro Late Models, and now he jumps into the Super Late Models again. These are the guys that continually to turn up, you know, week in and week out. And with the penultimate round of the season, of course, next week, the final week, I think we're in for a little bit of a surprise next week, Steve, when it comes to what is being dropped. I think we're getting a new track next week, Fairbury Speedway.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe if everything goes right, we should have a new track, and I believe a new damage model, right?
Well, who knows on what we're going to get, but of course, you know, we can't do this without, of course, iRacing, who give us a platform to race on. So, of course, you know, we're going to give a shout out to iRacing as, you know, they continue to to update the not only the dirt side of things, but of course, you know, the road and the asphalt side of things as well. It almost just feels like sometimes, you know, the dirt side does get left out just a little bit, but you know, they give us content and they give us a platform to rake on, to race on as well. So, you know, without you know, without those guys, you know, doing what they do behind the scenes and whatnot, and I'm sure there's a lot of work that goes into it. As qualifying is about to wrap up here in just under a minute.
What do you think about that? Hayden, top charts, running around the track like he's in prison still. I mean, this kid is on fire. He's running.
I'm not sure what to think of him. Tell you what, he's got his work cut out for him. All you got to do is just look at the top 10 right now, and I mean, even looking outside of the top 10, you know, the likes of Calvin Herring, Clay Devon, Daniel Cummings Jr., Austin Yarbrough, Austin McGlone. You know, they're drivers outside of the top 10. John Etheridge didn't have a good start. I mean, Stephen Calavoda, 33rd quick, and again, he is not known for running super late models. He's a sprint car guy. He's an admin guy. He doesn't get to race all that often, but I'll tell you what, he actually did fairly well in the pro late models. He held his own.
Well, you know, he started a pole this Sunday night in another league. I mean, he can run up front for a while, and I think he finished the top 5.
Yes, all right, let's take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 1 of 3 for the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models, round number 9, live from the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. Your lineup scheduled to look like this. Starting on pole in car number 7, that's going to be Hayden Cardwell. On his outside, in car number 41, that'll be Shad Prescott. Lining up position number 3, car number 18, that's Mookie Haney. On his outside, in car number 10, that's Alan Bauer. At a position 5 will be the 08 of Calvin Herring. Alongside him in the 00 car, that's going to be Austin Yarbrough at a P6. At a P7, going to be the 71 of Daniel Stifler. At a position number 8, car number 4, that's Huey Quillen. Marcus Woodall in the 242 will start position 9. At a position 10 will be the 421 of John Etheridge, with Cole Henriksen in car number 101. At a position 11, Shane James and Gary Peck. A DNS, it did not start, so I'm not even sure if they are in the server. But again, Steve, who do you like in this one? What a front row.
I'll go with Shad, but don't say P1. That makes everybody all the broadcast think we like golden showers or something. Say row 1.
Nope, I'm going to say P1. If you like a golden shower, each to their own. Again, this is an R-rated show on Ultimate Dirt TV. As the drivers roll down the back straight away, the lights off on the racing.com official pace truck to the infield. I'm going to go with Hayden Cardwell. I think he's going to be too good, too strong. Green flag is out. Track is still tacky, but we are underway for 8 laps on the board around Limaland. I wouldn't mind seeing 10 laps around here just because it's such a small racetrack, but I'll deal with 8 for the time being. Prescott down to the inside on Cardwell, side by side. Cardwell holds on to the lead after lap number 1. Haney in 3rd. Then you go back to Bauer. Calvin Herring sitting into the top 5 and on that transfer spot right now.
And you look at the 08, Calvin Herring. I mean, he's doing a good job. They're about 3 wide. Oh, Austin Yarborough gets into him, almost turns him, and he stops on turn, whatever turn I'm on.
1.
3 or 4.
Now Daniel Stifler moves into that 5th and final transfer spot. We go back up towards the front of the field. You see Cardwell in the black and blue number 7 machine just rolling the bottom side of the racetrack. This track, Steve, will start to slicken out throughout the rest of the night. And I wouldn't mind seeing that, you know, with the 30-minute practice course, the track is going to get very, very worn in. But, I mean, there's even a potential chance that, you know, even if you start this track at a 25% track state for the heat races and then just let it roll over, no doubt we'll have a great racetrack come the end of the nights.
That's right. You know, I mean, you look at the 71 car right now, Daniel Stifler in 4th place. I mean, that's a sharp-looking car.
Yeah, it's really looking good. In fact, we get a real close-up of that angle right there in the number 71 machine. Let's go to that camera angle because I can focus on that one a lot better as he comes down into turn number 1 and 2. The white flag is out. Final lap here for the driver of the number 7 and off for turn number 4. Hayden Cardwell going to go to victory lane here in heat number 1. Shad Prescott home in second. Michael Haney in third. Daniel Stifler fourth. Alan Bauer will round out your top 5, and your top 5 going through. Then you go back to Marcus Woodall, Huey Quillen, Austin Yarborough, Cole Hendrickson, and John Etheridge, with Calvin Herring in position at number 11, Steve. Again, it's not so much an uneventful one. It certainly had plenty of racing on the racetrack, a couple of passes here and there, and some contact, and it's something you'd expect at a short bull ring racetrack like this.
Definitely action. Packed action. That's what you want, and that's what they're going to give you. They're going to serve you that action tonight.
All right, let's take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 2.
All right, starting in your front row. At car number 80 is Dylan Wilson. You're under. I almost messed up that already. Outside of McCard. Oh, Lord Brett. And car 46, Ryan Underwood, not Wad. Start inside row number 2 is Brayton Wallace. Outside, it's Pappy Cardwell. Starting on the inside, third row, car number 84, Clay Debbins and Austin McGlone on his outside. Aaron Brumbley does not start. Jason McConnell will start 8th at car number 114. Starting 9th is 64 of Bryce Nichols. Starting 10th is Eddie Holden in 510. And Jason Skinner bringing up the rear in car number 24.
All right, who do you like in this one? Do you like Underwood?
I do. I think we can do it.
All right. I'm going to go with actually Brayton Wallace. Now, if this is the Brayton Wallace that I think it is, a nephew of a longtime friend of Tim Bennett, and I'm not sure if that is, but he's in the iRacing iFlags HRE Motorsports Team Friday number 6. So, Steve, yours.
All right, and green flag's out. Look at Dylan Wilson on lap pedal, underwide, trying not to wad it up. And they go into turn number 1. Good start for the 80 car. Clay Devin, Austin McGlone. Look at him. Woo. My little ticker. Brayton Wallace in 3rd place. Happy Cardwell battling with Clay Devin. I kind of like that name for David Cardwell. Pappy. That's right. They complete lap number 3.
Oh, 2. We start lap 3 now.
My bad.
Yeah,
They're starting lap 3. Look at Brett Press. Like, Steve, what kind of drugs you're on tonight? We're not on any.
Get off it, mate. Get off it. All right, Wilson leads Underwood through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. We are going to be halfway home this time by 4 down, 4 to go. Wilson, Underwood. Wallace, your top 3. Cardwell, Clay Devon in 4th and 5th. And again, that 5th and final transfer spot. If you're not inside the top 5, you're going to be running through the alphabet soup, the D, B, and potentially, or the B, C, and D potentially. And Steve, we had a D main last race that had 1 car that was scheduled about 8 or 9 cars, and only 1 car was in the race for 10 laps. You know what I did in those 10 laps?
What?
Played ads.
And you know, you watch this race as they are on lap number 7. White flag coming out this time. I mean, basically, this is showing you got to get a good jump on the start if you're going to pass anybody, because they're kind of spreading out.
Checkered flag out. Dylan Wilson gets the win, Steve.
That's right. Dylan Wilson, Underwood in 2nd, Wallace in 3rd, Nichols, or not Nichols, Pappy in 4th, Debbins in 5th.
All right, that was heat number 2. We move into heat number 3. Right now, we'll take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 42, it's Jordan Casey. On the outside of the front row, who knows if he's here? We'll find out. In car number 2, it's going to be Dylan Hauser. Klein Everhart, car number 8 will start position 3. Jesse Johns run the 75 out of position number 4. Out of position 5 will be the 38 of Daniel Cummings Jr. Brent Carter, the 69 out of position number 6. Out of position 7 will be the 5 of Derek Keltner. Out of position 8 number 30 of Michael Spengler. Lining up at a position number 9, caliber 37, Kevin Kaufman and Brian Wax in the 14 will start position 10. Stephen Callaway at caliber 23 at a position 11. Alongside him, scheduled to be at a position 12, it's going to be Mike Crawn and Rod Tucker in positions 13. And it looks like we've got 3 no-shows.
That's right. And one's this common to happen. Hey, I'm going to go with Calavoda. You know what? This man's going to make it happen.
Boy, man, you are really starting to push the limit here. I'll tell you what. If he can come from position, there's a chance. Position 11 into the top 5, straight into the main event. Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah, he can do it. He's my man.
All right, you get the pom-poms out, you start cheering for him, and I'll call the race. You put that cheerleader skirt on, we are good to go, but just don't send me any pictures, by God, please.
I just hope he keeps it off fours.
Well, we know Cody loves being on all fours. That's a different subject for a different night. Jordan Casey, green flag goes out. And by that sound, it looks like we got some contact in the back there on the start. As we now look down into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time. Cummings Jr. on the inside of Klein Everhart. Kind of moves him out of the way. Jesse John dropped to 75. Gets shuffled back to 3rd. He goes to the top side into turns 1 and 2.
You know, you look right there. Daniel Cummins Jr. has been strong last couple of months. Really impressed with this guy. And you look at the 75 of Jesse John and Klein Everhart. But, you know, Brett, what we was talking about, you really got to get the jump on the start if you want to make any moves right now.
Oh, 100% with this track the way it is right now. It's still very, very tacky. And we start to see drivers, trying to work that high line in, through turns 1 and 2. But unfortunately, it's just not happening right now. And the drivers on the bottom side, if they drive it in a little too hard, that's where the contacts can come into play. We're about 5 laps in this one as they come out of turn number 4. And Jordan Casey, he's just absolutely spanking the dog, and I'm glad he's not spanking something else as Daniel Cummings Jr. rides in 2nd. Klein Everhart, your top 3.
Isn't that pretty car for Jordan Casey?
Well, I mean, that's my colours. It's black and green. Everybody wants the pinks of the black and green. These are my colours. Get your own goddamn colours. There's only one person that I will allow to run a black and green, and that's Jordan Mitchell.
All right, white flag's out. It's all Jordan Casey from start and fixing to be the finish as he goes down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Coming out of 4, no pressure. It's Jordan Casey taking a win of heat race number 3. Daniel Cummings Jr. 2nd. Klein Everhart 3rd. 4th is Jesse Johnrod. Brett Carter, Brian Wax, Michael, Stephen Galvoda finishes 8th. Derek and Kevin finishes 10th.
All right, our C main, I believe this might be, or this might even be a B main 1 or 2. Let's take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Choo-choo!
All right, we'll call this B main number 1 with your top 5 going through, and Steve with the inversions of all cars. So the guys that finished 6th in the heat races start on the back row, and you might just say, well, that's a little unfair. Well, you know what? Poop happens. You get over it. Austin Anderson, the 123 at a position 1. Mike Crawn, Shane James, I do believe, are not here, so that's going to move Aaron Brumbelow up to the outside of the front row. Kevin Kaufman alongside John Etheridge in row 2. Then we go back to Eddie Holden, Stephen Calavoda, Austin Yarbrough, Jason McConnell, Brian Wax, and Marcus Woodall. And again, Woodall, we could get dirty with that one.
Yes, we could. Oh.
This is what happens when you come to a 10:48 p.m. Eastern stream. The kids are in bed, and well, things get a little rowdy here on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Hold on a second. Let me see here. Hold on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are holding on. What are we holding on for, Steve? Do not keep us in suspense.
Look at the 510. What's on the side of the car? In the quarter panels. What do you see there?
Hell to the yeah. World of Thunder. Why? That's not even the right logo. All right, Eddie. Eddie, that's not the correct logo. Boy, oh boy, if you're going to do it right. Austin Anderson in the 123 or the 23A of the US Air Force on the pole for tonight's first B main. He gets set to go green flag racing off turn number 4. Green flag is out 15 laps, top 5. If you're not in that one, pack it up, go home. We'll see you next week. As Anderson will lead the field, Brumbelow second. Then we go back to the driver in the third spot, caliber 37. That's Kevin Kaufman, John Etheridge in fourth, and Stephen Calavoda inside sitting in fifth spot right now and on the bubble as he works the high line through turn number 1 and 2. He looks to get by the 421 of John Etheridge as they go nearly side by side into 3 and 4. Steve.
That's right. You look at him. He's got loose coming out of turns, but I think he's getting John Etheridge. Oh no! Upside down.
Ruh-roh! Oh, Calavoda got into the side of Etheridge into turns 1 and 2. Just drove it in a little too deep.
And then he got the snot piss slapped out of him.
Yeah, he certainly got a piece of the woodall. He got all that woodall, that right there. Unfortunately for Calavoda, he is done for. He is back on pit road, and there he is, the driver of the number 23 car, the TeamVLR.com Beer Hill Gang, painted by BK Designs, and not a bad looking livery, but that's set. Hayden, shut up, you're not coming in the booth. The only time you're going to come in the booth is for an interview, and even then, that's stretching it. That was just straight up savage. Man, I tell you what, it's after dark. All the gloves are off. Taking the gaming socks off, and we're done.
That's right. You look, the cars are doubled up, but they're getting ready to go green flag race again. Austin Anderson leading to the green flag at a 23. He gets a good old jump on that start. You see the 01 of Aaron going to the high side, 3 wide as they come out turn number.
Yeah, current to all the 242 car of Marcus Woodall. Contact now with John Etheridge as the yellow flag is going to fly, and that's going to set us up for a 4-lap dash to the end. Steve has lost an Anderson. He might be liking the fact that these yellows are coming out at the moment, because what it's doing is it's taking away the green flag laps. So essentially what that means, if you take away the green flag laps, less laps to run, and less opportunities for the drivers to make that pass for the race lead.
That's right. You know, and little Hayden, he's like, he wants to be in the booth. Well, hell, first you got to be in the Discord channel for that to happen.
Yeah, even
scared? Scared?
Scared little kid. He's scared. He a scared little kid, boy. That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
He's scared someone gonna give him some candy.
I shouldn't. No, I'm not gonna do it. All
right, we'll double them up this time again.
How are we still employed? I
don't know. Green flags out. Look at Anderson on the lap pedal. Good jump again for him. Aaron Brumbelow in second, that 37 of Kevin Kaufman trying to look underneath. Cannot make the pass, but look at the 0 of Austin Yarborough trying to work for that third spot. They come out turn number 4, side by side. Now look at it. At certain points, the 37's putting some pressure on the 01 of Aaron. Going in turn number 3, look at him. Look, Brett. This is some good racing here up front.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
They complete lap number 12 on lap number 13, side by side for that third spot. But look at Aaron Brumbelow, putting pressure on Austin Anderson for his first spot. 2 laps to go this time. 2 laps to go. Now, the B main, I will say, is a lot more racers than the heat races. Coming down turn number 4, you look, it's Austin Anderson. Brett Wheeler, take us home.
Yeah, 1 to go. Austin Anderson, the number 23 car, leads Brumbelow down the back straightaway for the final time. Again, the top 3 going to make it, top 5, make it into the main event. Austin Anderson, Aaron Brumbelow. Your first and second drivers, Austin Yarborough, third, Kevin Kaufman, and Marcus Woodall will grab a 5th spot in this one. So those 5 drivers going to make it into the back of tonight's feature event. And Steve, we've got another B main coming up right now. And well, let's take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Alrighty, on your, I'm looking at this thing. On your front row, if the other, I guess no other driver showed up, so your front row is the '08 of Calvin Herring. On his outside, the car number 24 of Jason Skinner. Row number 2, be car number 5 of Derek Kiltner. And on his outside, be number 30 of Michael Springler. Then the car number 5 of Bryce Nicholson, 64, Huey Quillen, and Austin McGlone bringing up the rear. You know what, Brett? The little boy don't like candy because he's sure not in here. He must learn a lot in prison. Don't take candy from strangers.
Yeah, stay away from the van that's got no windows.
Hayden's chicken.
Dear God, what was that?
Green flags out.
You sound like you choked the chicken. I'm done. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, you don't get this anywhere else.
I don't even know what turn we're in anymore.
Turns 1 and 2.
Look at Calvin Herring going down the back straightaway, I think. I'm lost. Alright, so he's crossed the start finish like Calvin Herring. So he's your current leader, Derek Kiltner in second. Huey Quillen in 4th. Bryce Nichols in Brett, you got to take it over.
Dear God, what is going on in this B main? And we're not talking about the action on track for once. We're actually talking about the booth. What have you sprung in the air today? You sprayed something in the booth? We're all wacky.
That's right.
Oh, Calvin Herring, your race leader, 5 down, 10 to run. Derek Keltner sits in second. Third is going to be the 64 car of Bryce Nichols. Then you go back to the 4 car, Huey Quillen in 4th, and Michael Spengler in car number 30. Rounds out your top 5, Austin McGlone, the 6th and final car on the racetrack, and he's on the outside looking in as he gets a little tight there on the exit of turn number 4 as they go into 1 and 2. And if I'm Austin McGlone right now, I'm starting to get up on the wheel, starting to maybe get a little bit antsy right now because he's missing out on the main event if he just continues to sit back here in 6.
That's right. He got to put some pressure on that 30 car, and he can do it. And look at him. Try to look underneath. They have completing lap number 8 right now. He has a few more laps to go.
6 to run this time by for your race leader, Calvin Herring in the 08 machine, the 3D Racing 08, the blue 08 out in front. I just said 08 about 8 times just then, but I like to say the number 08, don't know why. But Derek Keltner in second still, and those top 3 are starting to move away from 4th, 5th, and 6th. Huey Quillen still holds on to 4th. Meanwhile, Austin McGlone, he moves into position 5 and putting Michael Spengler on the outside looking in at the moment. 4 laps left to run here in B main number 2.
That's right. Again, Calvin Herring leading so far start to right now, so he's doing pretty good.
Quillen and McGlone got together in turns 3 and 4, and in comes Michael Spengler like Miley Cyrus, like a wrecking ball. Had nowhere to go on that exchange. 2 to go as that's going to put Austin McGlone back on the outside of the top 5, back into position 6. 2 to go, Stephen. I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you bring this one home.
All right, that's Calvin Herring, and you see Derek Kiltner starting to close in a little bit on him as we come to the white flag lap. As you look at Calvin Herring running that almost a slider line a little bit, and he's going to take the B main number 2. As you say, Brett, I come in like a wrecking ball. Derek Kiltner finishes second. Calvin Herring won that race. Bryce Nichols third. Don't get me a singing Huey Quillen and Michael Spengler comes home 5th.
All right, we have a 5-minute warm-up session, so we'll take this opportunity to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, iCall Leagues, JR Productions and Media, Black Diamond Motorsports, Monsters of Dirt, and iRacing iFlags. Back in just a few short moments, ladies and gentlemen.
Green flag. Everybody. Going to be a wreck behind you. Going to be a wreck behind you. So I don't know what to do. Somebody put oil down. We're hurting the fence. Are they flagging it? Flag. White flag. Clear. Click. Man, this is it. Check a flag.
The time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny Lionel sneaks through the low side nearly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV for the Monsters of Dirt Wicked Wednesday Super Late Models, live from the Limaland Motorsports Park. Brett Wheeler alongside Stephen McMillan as we get set for tonight's 50-lap main event. We'll take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. 25 starters for this one. Starting on the front row, Hayden Carwell alongside Dylan Wilson. Row 2 going to be Jordan Casey and Shad Prescott. Row 3 will see Ryan Underwood alongside Daniel Cummings, Jr. Michael Haney alongside Brayton Wallace. In row 4, Clyde Everhart, Daniel Stifler, David Carwell, Jesse Johnsrud. In positions 9, 10, 11 and 12, 13th Alan Bauer, Clay Devon 14th, Brent Carter, Austin Anderson in 15th and 16th, Calvin Herring, Aaron Brombelow, Derek Keltner, Austin Yarbrough, Bryce Nichols, Kevin Kaufman, Huey Quillen, Marcus Woodall, Michael Spengler. Steve, quickly, who do you like in this one?
Well, you know, it's a D1RT top 4. I mean, you gotta pick one of them. I'll go with Casey. I like Casey, but I also like Dylan. So either or, one of those two. So I'll let you pick.
Okay, I was going to go... It's going to go Wilson, but I'll take Cardwell. Not because I like him, because he starts on pole for the main event. 50 laps on the board here at Limaland. And we are green. Cardwell will lead the field into 1 and 2. Wilson on the top side. Casey down low. Pace truck on the infield right now as we go down into turns 3 and 4. Casey on the inside of Wilson. Side by side for second and third. D1RT run 1, 2, 3 and 4. Has certainly got the top 4 on lockdown at the moment as Cardwell continues to lead lap number 2 in the books. Here comes Wilson and Casey on the inside.
That's right. You know, you see Casey lifting up that left front tire in the turns. But look at Wilson. I mean, his car's pretty straight. Oh, we got caution on the race.
Yeah, we got the 10 car of Alan Bauer. The rear end is busted in that race car. The guys got to watch out for that one, as well. He ain't going to get that one fixed at all. As we'll take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Got a bit of a helping hand by the 75 of Jesse Johnsrud. And that one, again, we take a look here at your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. And you can't really blame Jesse for that one, because the way that I see it just then is, although that 10 car was blinking in and out like Blinky Bill, and when you got a car blinking in front of you, Steve, it's kind of hard to predict on where they're going to be.
That's right. You definitely don't want to be in them when he reappears. That could be catastrophe. That's for sure.
All right, the lights are going to go out on the pace truck this time by, we have 6 laps complete, 44 to run. So still plenty of time for drivers to make their way towards the front of the field, but it's going to be hard to go past the D1RT guys who are looking to lock down this top 4 spots here as Hayden Cardwell. Dylan Wilson will lead us back to the green flag. Cardwell right through the middle in turns number 1 and 2, slides up just a little bit. Here comes Wilson looking for the crossover down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Wilson through the middle. Casey now starting to make some noise towards the top 2 as well, but Wilson, Cardwell side by side into 1 and 2. Cardwell's got the spot on the top.
That's right. You look at Dylan Wilson. I mean, he's working that bottom side really well, but Cardwell just getting that advantage off. I mean, you know, a couple of weeks back, Brett, we got to talk a little bit to Dylan Wilson, and what a respectable guy he is. What a great person. You know, if you ever want to get to know someone that's really nice and can help you out or anything like that,
just send me a message.
Dylan Wilson, yeah, send him a message.
Yeah, no, send me a message.
I'll send you a message. You go, oh, hey, Carwell in the wall, but look, it was simultaneously both drivers. And you look at Dylan Wilson doing a slide job, Cardwell underneath. The Cardwell takes the lead back on the bottom on the back straightaway. Going to turn 3. Look at that. Oh, Shad Prescott almost spun it. Look at Dylan Wilson. This is going to be a slide fest. But, you know, these D1RT drivers we see in many other leagues, they do well doing slide jobs on one another. They're very respectful to one another.
Yeah, what a race between Cardwell and Wilson again. It is just slide job city right now. Both drivers looking for the dominant line on the top side. And with the slide jobs keep happening, it's almost like a tennis match, Steve. You throw one, I'll throw one back. You go just backwards and forwards. And you got to keep an eye on, tell you what, Jordan Casey. He's just continued to roll on the bottom side. The yellow flag comes out here. And I wonder, I think Hayden Cardwell might have the race lead. Once again, Clay Debon. Another one of these D1RT guys, unfortunately for Clay Debon. He's going to find himself back on pit road. And, well, the tennis match of Slide Job City, the population, Dylan Wilson, Hayden Cardwell, he's going to come to a stop for a brief moment.
That's right. You know, and one thing is, if you're watching this broadcast, we'll know how to get in this league. Get a hold of John Etheridge. You can look at Monsters of Dirt on iRacing. Look them up on Facebook. They run a terrific league. So if you're looking to join a league, they run almost every night of the week.
Yeah, they run Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And in fact, I can tell you their schedule. Sundays, 305s and 360s. Mondays is a street stock. Tuesdays is the limited late models. Wednesdays is pro late models and super late models. And Thursdays is UMP modifieds. How about that for a bit of how about sticking that in the memory bank? 17 down.
That's right.
33 to go. Dylan Wilson now will lead the field down into turns number 1 and 2. We'll go straight for that slider line. Get straight to the top side. Casey on the inside of Cardwell. Down into 1 and 2. 3 wide through 3 and 4 right now. Cardwell trying his luck through the middle and trying to get a run on the outside of Jordan Casey. He will do that, and I can just only imagine it's going to be a matter of laps before Cardwell goes for the slider on Dylan Wilson. They return to that tennis match that they were playing earlier on, Steve.
That's right. And you look, Cardwell, look at underneath, slide job it up. Oh, Dylan Wilson in the back of him. But look at this. Mookie Haney moving up to 4th place, putting pressure on Shad Prescott. What a race for the lead.
How about Jordan Casey? They're 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Holy cow, the top 5. I'm even going to throw Ryan Underwood in this mix as well. Your top 6. They are so close together. Wilson leads from Cardwell. Casey in 3rd. And a questionable slider there from Cardwell a couple of laps ago. He parked it right in front of his teammate. His teammate had no choice but to get on the binders. That's the yellow flag for the 3rd time this year. Tell you what, Steve, this has been just an action-packed race. And I mean, it's hard to go look at the guys in the mid-pack or at the back of this field when you got the likes of Cardwell, Wilson, Casey throwing sliders on each other and just running, 2 and 3 wide into your top 5. You can't go past that kind of action.
That's right. I mean, they have great runs up front. And, I mean, look at Mookie Haney moving up into, well, where'd he go?
4th.
Oh, he's in 4th. It was so exciting, I forgot to change ATVO,
Yeah, you really got to fix that, buddy.
Yep, when you're in trouble and in the corner announcing, ain't much I can do.
Yeah, the stickers, the ruler has come out and they're just smacking it with the wooden spoon. There we go, the wooden spoon is out. Just keeping an eye on us.
Hey, you look, they're going green flag this time. It's going to be Dylan Wilson. Lap pedal, and well, they got a good start. Ain't going to the high side. Dylan Wilson, Norwell duck underneath, but look, they're almost 3 wide for that top spot. Angel Carwell tries to pull the slider, cannot complete. Dylan Wilson will lead that lap. Top 3 look like this: Dylan Wilson, Hayden Cardwell, and the 42 of Jordan Casey. But look at Shep Prescott tried to make a move on Mookie Haney for that 4th spot. Yeah. Yellow flag back out on the track. We got a car around on the back straightaway.
Yeah, the 75 there of Jesse Johns' run. Again, so, I mean, we go back to this point of Cardwell and Wilson, putting on a show up front. Jordan Casey as well. I mean, Mookie Haney, breaking up this top 4 D1RT, domination at the moment. Of course, they got one D1RT member back on pit road, the 84 of Clay Debon. But I'll tell you what, Mookie Haney, again, proving as why he can really pedal a super, not only a super late model, but a pro late model as well. Like I said earlier on, to come off a pro late model win at Eldora, albeit with a bit of luck. And he only rides in 4th position at the moment.
All right. All right, you look as the lights are out on the pace. They're going to double them up. Pace car will lead them down the back straightaway. Dylan Wilson, try it one more time. See if we get some more green flag racing in. He's on the lap battle. Look at there. Oh, the 7 car almost jumped the start. Had to let off a little bit, so Dylan Wilson get on it. Look at going down the back straightaway. They're 3 wide for 3rd spot. Lucky Haney on the high side. George Casey in the middle. And you got Shad Prescott on the bottom. That is a sandwich, Brett. A sandwich. And Daniel Cummins trying to make his face known too.
Holy cow, what a race! Haney around the outside of Casey and Prescott. Cardwell putting the pressure once again on your race leader, Wilson. But what about Haney in the 18 car? They were 3 wide with him, Haney, Casey and Prescott. And both times, there was several times, and there was like 2 3-wide battles happening. Not only for about 3rd, 4th and 5th, but it was 6th, 7th and 8th. Underwood, Cummings and Klein Everhard. David Cardwell starting to make his run up into the top 10. Brayton Wallace as well also sits in the top 10. But boy, oh boy, Steve, I get the feeling right now if these last sort of 13, 14 laps go to the end under the green flag conditions, this is a race that is certainly going to be one to remember.
That's right. I mean, you look at this D1 RT sandwich and Mookie Haney in almost the middle. I mean, actually, he's 3rd. There's 2 in front of him, 2 behind him. Yeah, he's in the sandwich.
He's the sausage in between the bun.
As lights go back on the pace track, let's see how this start turns out. As you saw, during Dylan Wilson brought him down kind of slow. 7 car almost jumped the start. Oh, Mookie Haney gets ran into. Oh no! That caution is out. We got cars piled up on the front straightaway.
Daniel Cummings Jr. caught up with Klein Everhart. We've also got Austin Anderson in the 23 car. Huey Quillen involved in that one. And, well, that shakes things up once again. Not sure I didn't even catch what happened there, Steve. What happened?
Well, I saw someone get back in the back of Shad Prescott, and I think it turned him kind of sideways, if I remember correctly, and just started bunching up from there. I mean, these drivers were going everywhere. Look at Mookie Haney getting some damage on the right rear. Shad Prescott's now out of the race.
Yeah, that's disappointing there for the driver of the number 41 machine. Again, he was inside of your top 5 all night here in the main event. And yes, John, that was really a mess. I think that's what you wanted to ride. You got a MSZZ. Can you make sense?
It's a mess. It was a mess.
It's a mess. Goddamn, boys, it's a mess. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think they're catching up to the pace truck. I think is the pace truck even out there?
Green. Going green.
All right. Well, 9 to go.
Look
Steve.
at Pappy. Look at Pappy.
Don't worry about Pappy. All right, he's not going to be in the mix just yet. 9 to go.
As you look, green flags out. And you got Dylan Wilson lap elbow. Look at Mookie Haney going to try to that bottom line. And they're 3 wide. Oh, yellow flag.
See? I told you, Pappy's around. Don't worry about Pappy. He's now at the back.
Oh.
Poor Pappy. Rah, rah, rah.
That was a Maz on the front straightaway again.
That was an MSZZ.
Hello, Evan C. I see you. Well, not literally.
I see what you did there. Oh my God! How are people paying us to do this?
I don't know, but we're going to be in 2 separate quarters by the end of the show. That is for sure. I mean, I'm already in 1.
Oh dear, oh dear. As I said before, Hey, if you can't have a laugh on a broadcast, yeah, we can be professional at times, but if you can't have a laugh, what's the point? I mean, yeah, that's what life's about, you know?
That's right. And you got a good owner of the league, John Etheridge. So if you ever want to join this league like that, you get a hold of them. Monsters of Dirt on Facebook. I believe their website's monstersofdirt.com, and you can look them up on iRacing. So give them a shout out. They have some good drivers.
All right.
Lights are out on the base truck, Brett.
Yeah, 4 to go. Dylan Wilson, Hayden Cardwell, Haney and Casey in row number 2. Green flag is out. 4 laps left to run here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Wilson straight to the top side. Haney stays down low. Cardwell tucked in behind the number 80 machine as they go into turns number 3 and 4. Banging the right rear quarter panel. Off that wall into 1 and 2 we go. 3 to run, so the lap's ticking down. Casey makes a mistake on the top side. That allows Haney to move into third and allows Haney to get to the top side of the racetrack. Haney makes a mistake this time. Casey gets underneath him. 2 laps to go. And Dylan Wilson continues to lead Hayden Cardwell. Casey slides up to the top of the racetrack on the back straightaway. Through turns 3 and 4, the white flag is out. Final time here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Round number 9 to the Monsters of Dirt Super Late Models Wicked Wednesday. Cardwell down to the inside one final time. Not going to be enough. Dylan Wilson getting the job done here tonight. And he will take home the victory here from Limaland. Steve, what a race to finish that one off.
That's right. And correction, it's iRacing monstersofdirt.com.
Well, let's take a look here at your JR Productions and Media finishing results. Dylan Wilson gets the job done in car number 80. Hayden Cardwell home in second. Jordan Casey in third. Michael Haney in fourth. Ryan Underwood will round out your top 5. Aaron Brumbelow, who I think came from about the 24th spot. No, in fact, it was 18th. He comes home in position number 6. Calvin Herring in 7th. Derek Keltner in 8th. Bryce Nichols in 9th. And rounding out your top 10, Kevin Kaufman. We look over the page. 11th, Klein Everhart. Brent Carter in 12th. Michael Spengler in 13th. 14th was Daniel Stifler, a lap down alongside Huey Quillen. Brayton Wallace finishing multiple laps down, a handful that is, in 16th. 17th, David Cardwell. Jesse Johnsrud. Daniel Cummings Jr. 19th. Alan Bell will round out your top 20. Shad Prescott, Austin Edison, 21st and 22nd, with Clay Devon rounding out the 23 car field. Steve, and again, well, we had some good racing, some good laughs, and we get to chat to our top 3 here in just a moment.
Alrighty.
All right, we are just awaiting our other drivers, and, well, here they are. So they are ready to rumble, and well, we'll bring in the driver that comes home in first place tonight in car number 80. It's going to be Dylan Wilson. Dylan, congratulations on the victory. That was a heck of a race there between you and your teammate Hayden Cardwell for pretty much the entire of that race.
Yeah, racing your teammates, you know how much respect they're going to race you with, and we were throwing really clean slide jobs and clearing them by a mile, so it was fun to race like that. I wish we could have went green because I felt like the slider line was actually a pretty good line, and we were racing with a lot of respect, so it probably would have been sliders all the way to the end. But, you know, the yellows kind of got in the way. Then it kind of got single file on the top. So it is what it is, and it was fun while it lasted.
Well, there was one time where Hayden threw a slider and just parked it in front of you. You had no choice but to stab the brakes as you go to turn underneath him. He just pretty much stopped in front of you. Talk about that moment. Was that a little bit of a scary moment there through, I think it was 1 and 2?
Yeah, I think he got caught in the middle there, and I kind of got caught. I didn't know if I had to go under him or above him, and we kind of just met in the middle. But I lifted, kind of knocked him straight, and it's all good. We had a little bit of a gap to third, so no harm.
Trying to knock some sense into that kid. It might be a little bit difficult sometimes, but talk us through those last four or five laps there on that last restart. What was the main objective, to getting the good jumper and getting to the top? So what was the main objective to make sure you hang on to the win? Yeah,
I just knew you had to get to the top, so I just kept throwing sliders, and I thought Hayden might throw some back at me quickly, but he kind of fell in line and maybe got wrapped up with somebody behind him. I don't know, but So we were able just to get to the top, and unfortunately, that's where you had to be. And it's good for a broadcast because that means the only way to pass the sliders, but also at the same time, you kind of have a lot of yellows when you have a track that's like that. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations on another victory, and congratulations here at the Monsters of Dirt for the Super Late Models, round number 9 from Limaland. We know you get the job done inside of the race car. Who gets it done on the outside of the number 80 machine?
Thanks to all the sponsors, Supermoon Graphics, D1RT Racing, all the decals on the side of this thing. I got a million of them, but thanks to everybody that helps, and thanks to my teammate D1RT, and you guys, Duty TV, putting this deal on, and Monsters.
All right, there we go. Dylan Wilson there, home in first place, takes the checkered flag, the twin checkers here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We'll throw it over to Stephen McMillan, who chats with our second place driver, fresh out of jail.
Fresh out of jail.
Shut up.
You were chicken to come in here. I was trying to bring you in.
Really?
When you asked.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
You didn't hear me on the broadcast go,
Well,
Papa.
when Brett cut me off, and I kind of got sad and just left. I left. Brett scared me off.
Oh, man. I was trying to bring you in, though. I was trying.
Man.
Just like he was trying to bring in the win, but first loser home.
Hey, did you see top 3, though? D1RT. Sorry. What's that?
Stop trying to take over Stephen's interview. God.
I'm not. I mean, you're interrupting, so shut up. Go ahead.
All right.
I'd be careful, boy. I'd be careful.
See, you're still talking.
So, I mean, you just could get the job quite done for that win. But, what a great finish for a D1RT team. I mean, slide jobs, great slide jobs at one time. I mean, you kind of parked it on the nose of your teammate once. But, hey, you know what? He got on the brake. He didn't wreck nobody. You didn't wreck nobody. It was all good. Tell us how you're not winning.
Oh, my God. Yo, Steve.
So tell us how you're not win, sir.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was a fun night and all, qualified on pole, won the heat race, started on pole for the main, and we rode around the middle there for the first part of the race, and then we could kind of see, and we all were in TeamSpeak, we kind of see the top side, starting to already come in, and then I got up there one time, and all it takes is one mistake up there, and it opens the door, and I hit the wall one lap, and Wilson got by me, and from there we just kind of threw haymakers every restart. Wish we could have got some green flag laps because I feel like the rest, the top floor could have pulled a gap on the field, and we would have had a little more room to have some fun. But all in all, it's a great night to come out here and race with Monsters of Dirt.
All right, and you come home in second place. So, question of the night is, what kind of candy you like?
I don't know. Ask Jordan. Jordan knows what kind of candy I like.
Well, thank your sponsor. Who would you like to thank tonight?
Oh, yeah. Just got to thank everybody at D1RT. Got to thank all the boys that ran tonight. Shad, he had tough luck tonight. Can't thank Dylan and Jordan. Just want to say congratulations to Jordan for being a part of D1RT. He's going to have more success here than he has had anywhere else. So look forward to big things on this team. Even more to come in the future. Can't thank you and Brett, Ultimate Dirt TV, and everybody that helps Monsters Dirt run.
All right, that's your second place tonight. And car number 7, Hayden Cardwell. Now back to Brett as he speaks to your third place.
Yeah, speaking of the driver of the number 42 machine, Jordan Casey. Jordan, congratulations on this third place run here tonight. I believe a new team for the driver of yourself. And I'll talk about that first of all.
Yeah, I decided to come over here. Got to the point where I wasn't having much fun, and these guys just make it fun no matter what we're racing, if it's asphalt, dirt, whatever. And they're a great team and make great setups, and I feel like I could probably get some more wins over here.
Well, what kind of candy does Hayden Cardwell like? We was told to ask you.
What kind of candy?
Yeah.
Snow? I
No yellow snow for him.
I don't know what
All
kind
right,
of candy Hayden likes.
All right, Brett, take it away.
All right, Jordan, well, you're on the inside for the majority of that race. You're inside of sort of Dylan Hayden there throughout the first half of that race, and sort of late in that race you had Haney trying to come through as well. And talk about your race, you're trying to run the bottom side on a track that was fairly top side dominant.
Yeah, that setup was pretty rough. The ride on the bottom there and the top, it was rough all over. It was a handful for sure. Felt like there was like 80 gallons of fuel in it or something, but I didn't have anything for them guys. I was just watching and hoping to hang on for third. If I did mix it up, we probably would have all wrecked each other, or I would have wrecked them or something. So I was content with third and watching them.
Was there a point in this race where you, I don't want to say gave up, but was there a point in the race where you just thought, well, you know, I'm just going to have to hang on for third and stuff like that? Or was there a point in the race where, you know, you could have done something different? Of course, obviously, setup-wise, everyone's on the same setup, but, yeah, during that race, could you have done anything differently to maybe be 1 or 2 steps higher on the podium?
Not really, I don't think. We needed more green flag laps, if anything, and get it rolling. And can't really get a feel for it. You just kind of get spaced out the first lap, and then there's a caution out, and it ruins all your momentum. So I didn't have anything for them guys. It would have been tough to pass them, especially with them doing sliders back and forth.
Next thing, change your colour. You're not allowed green. Only I'm allowed green. Okay, consider that your official warning to change your colour from black and green. Okay.
You don't like my green car?
No. Let's get one thing straight. Green's my colour. Okay. No one is allowed to run green.
Oh. I don't know, man. This one's pretty fast. I don't know about your green car.
Yeah, please, my green car would blow the decals off that car. All right, Jordan.
Throw up some 305s.
Hey, that doesn't matter what it's in. I'll still blow the decals off it.
We're gonna have to get in the server yet tonight here.
All right, challenge accepted.
Broadcasted.
Yeah, challenge thrown down. Challenge accepted. Congratulations on third, Jordan. Jordan will let you get out of here, but of course, sponsor shout out. Who makes it happen for you, buddy?
Yeah, everybody at D1RT. It's pretty cool. They brought me in. Eddie Livingston, Supermoon Graphics, Jim Emery, for making me this paint. It's pretty badass, and everybody else that helps this team roll.
All right, well, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Casey, they're home in third place. And Steve, well, a night that started off probably R-rated, ends up being PG-rated in that feature event, but more so to the fact that these guys absolutely put on one hell of a show here tonight.
Yeah, what a great show they put on. I mean, in fact, you know, that feature race was exciting. And if you're not a race fan after that, of the D1RT guys,
All right, well, that'll wrap us up here from the Limaland Motorsports Park. Of course, a big thanks to Monsters of Dirt for their continued support here on Ultimate Dirt TV, for not only that, but also putting on the races throughout 5 nights a week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday. Almost cut that short by a day. Tomorrow night, the Monsters of Dirt to have their UMP Modified Series. If you want to get involved in that one, check out Monsters of Dirt on Facebook, or send John Etheridge a message, let him know you want to run, and he will get the ball rolling behind the scenes on that one. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, a big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, A World of Thunder iRacing League, Icor Leagues, JR Productions and Media, Black Diamond Motorsports, iRacing iFlags, and Monsters of Dirt. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, on behalf of the management behind the scenes and everybody that makes this possible on a weekly, nightly basis here at UDTV, we say thank you very much. And of course, thank you for the support on the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch feeds. It's much appreciated. And on behalf of your broadcast team tonight, on behalf of Stephen McMillan and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night. We're going to be live tomorrow night from about 8:30 Eastern. See you then.